Welcome to Mondays with Mondane, where we explore topics that shape our lives and communities, especially the marginalized. I'm your host, Edie Mondane. Tonight, as we stand at the threshold of the 2024 elections, it is very crucial to recognize that a lack of vigilance could prove fatal for marginalized communities if we do not pay heed to the lessons of history. In the evolving landscape of civil rights, a growing sentiment amongst some leaders in Black communities suggests that it's time to move beyond the historical narrative of the Jim Crow era and its subsequent laws. They argue that dwelling on the past is becoming tiresome, and it's time to shift our focus towards a more promising future. While this perspective is valid, it's essential to understand that the impact of these laws, rooted in systemic discrimination, still reverberate in our society today. The Jim Crow era, with its persuasive racial discrimination, stands as a testament to the enduring struggle of the African American community for civil rights and equal rights. The oppression faced during this period has left indelible scars on the collective memory of African Americans everywhere. It is crucial to acknowledge that the injustices of the past cast a long shadow into the present. Many leaders argue that we should not dwell on the past and that the continuous reiteration of the Jim Crow era's horrors might be counterproductive. I think not. They assert that the focus should shift towards seizing opportunities for progress and change in the 21st century. While this perspective has merit, it is vital to remember that moving forward does not necessitate forgetting the past. Despite the passage of time, the effects of Jim Crow and their laws and their successors still manifest in contemporary society. Discriminatory practices continue to impact African Americans, from voter suppression, efforts to disparities in education and job opportunities. Acknowledging these ongoing challenges is not an act of dwelling on the past, but a recognition of the persisting need for change. Now, history serves as a mirror through which we can see our progress and shortcomings. The Jim Crow era is a significant part of American history, and while we must move forward, we cannot ignore the impact it has had on shaping our present reality. Historical awareness is a catalyst for change, providing insights into the persistent disparities that require our immediate attention. While the narrative of Jim Crow era may seem repetitive to some, it is crucial to remember that the fight for civil and equal rights is a collective endeavor. The past, present, and future are intertwined in our quest for justice. To move beyond Jim Crow is to recognize the evolution of the struggle, not to dismiss it. The lessons of history urge us to confront the shadows of injustice, the battle against the Jim Crows of our time. The enduring biases and systems that perpetrate inequality is one that we must engage in until we have annihilated the enemy of injustice, until we have smitten Jim Crow and his cronies. The fight for equality will continue. This is not an old argument. It is a timeless call to uphold the principles of justice and equality for all. I want to thank you all for joining us tonight on Mondays with Mondane, and we're looking forward to seeing you next week with our special guest, Lynn Peterson, president of Portland's Metro. Once again, as we approach the pivotal 2024 elections, it is essential to understand that the fight for civil and equal rights in a collective endeavor, the shadows of history, while haunting, can guide us towards a brighter future. Vigilance, now more than ever, is paramount in the safeguarding of marginalized communities, for the lack of attention could prove fatal to the progress that we've already made. Good night, my peoples, and I want to see you next time. Until then, stay alert and remember that we must pay attention to what's happening around us in the world that we live in. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends and followers. We'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions for future topics. The show is about you. Turn on your notifications. See that you never miss a thing from Mondays with Mondene. Oh, be sure to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. I want to do a special shout out to our sponsors. Poshines, not just a restaurant, but an institution. It's located at 8139 North Denver, right here in the heart of Kenton. And you can expect the best soul food this side of the Willamette. Aunties and Tonties Daycare Services, Adorn Electric for their support of this podcast. You can visit me on Sunday mornings right here at Celebration Tabernacle in Portland, Oregon. I want to give a special shout out to our technical staff, Dion, Robin, Andy, and Paul. Not one of them is bigger than the other, and they all stand tall. These are the guys who make this podcast possible. Listen, it's been good to be with you, and until next time, that's what I said. Hey gang, I've got exciting news. I've just finished my memoirs, and writing them was, wow, a roller coaster, but I'm glad that I did it for me and for you, and it's a way to get to know Edie Mondene just a little bit better. What you thought you knew, you didn't know. It's called From Maladies to Melodies, growing up in the South St. Louis projects, and what God has done in my life even to this day. I'm excited to share it with you. Please look for it coming real soon.
Hey, it's time for you to come to Poshine. Check out that catfish sandwich. Oh my goodness, is that the shrimp po' boy? Man, look at that chocolate chip cake. Man, I need to get over to Poshine's at 8139 North Denver right now because this food looks delicious. Or call if you'd like, 503-978-9000. And don't miss it, you'll be sorry.
In times gone past, we find ourselves making excuses so that people remind that, ooh, I've got to get home and tend to the brand new business. I need some time alone. Can't just wait until I'm finished texting on my phone.